Hey, what is up everyone? Today I'm taking a look at this, and this. And as usual, this video would not be possible without those absolutely awesome people over at Hobbylink Japan. So if you want some Gundam figures of your own, link down there in the description. So just in case you do not know what these are the Gundam Military Generation figures by MEGAHOUSE right there. We've seen a bunch of these before, so if you want to see what the Federation ones look like, the other Zeon ones look like, then you can check out those other videos. Right here in the back of the box, we're getting a bit of an idea of what we'll get inside, and these are based, it seems, heavily on the crew, or should I say squad, from the very first episode of the original Gundam series. At least I'm pulling that out of my butt right now, because those screen caps could be from any episode. If you know, drop it in the comments. Can you smell that? Well, of course you can't, but that is the unmistakable stench, and I mean stench in a good way, of action figure that's got way too much tape on it. So first up, there's the overview of absolutely everything we're getting here once we bust open this box, which is a bazooka, machine gun, briefcase, computer, bondage straps, backpack, handgun, multitude of hands, and an alternate head. Let's check them out. So anyway, jumping into that 360 spin so you can see this little figure from every single angle. So for the most part, this is quite good. A little better than what we saw with the last bunch of releases. It seems like the Federation versions of these figures really got the short end of the stick. The paint wasn't great, there was a lot of bare plastic, but this has a lot of nice paint, and for the most part and from a distance, it does look quite nice. If you do get in really close, the paint apps can be a bit rough here and there, but again, for the most part, for how small it is, it looks okay. That face in there though, I'm not sure if it's the clear plastic or what, but it's distorting it in the most hilarious sort of way. However, the normal suit looks pretty cool. So moving into the accessories, and first off we've got a case of clandestine documents. And then a laptop of clandestine files. Both of which open up like so, which is a really nice touch. And we do have these included stickers for attaching onto them. You can see there's one for on the screen, that's the clandestine files. And then we've got these little ones right here, which are field manual, confidential, our clandestine documents. So taking a look at the weapons that we get in here now, and first off we've got that bazooka right there. We do have a whole bunch of different hands in here. I've used the holding hand that can swing up and down. We do have a holding hand that can swing side to side. The up and down obviously works better with the bazooka right here. Got a widespread dynamic one on top to support that bazooka. And swapping the hands is just a case of pulling them off like this. They're ball joints. As for the next weapons that we have in here, we've got some kind of an assault rifle as well as a pistol. Both of these are just painted in a gunmetal, and once again for the size, look pretty good. So we have an alternate head in here. I assume to get it on, you just pull this off. Oh. Anyway, off of that head. On with the other one. And is it just me, or does that eye there look like it's drifting off towards the side of his head a little bit too far? Look at that face. So anyway, there we go. There's the second head. That eye is nearly up on his eyebrow. But besides that, at least this time, this is painted. Not like with the Federation dudes who just had a kind of odd, shiny plastic face. The paint on this is... Sorry, I can't get past that eye. Moving on. Okay, so next up, once again, we have a harness in here. You need to yank off the arms. This is pretty tough, and I would say don't do this at home, but it does work. The harness then slides down like so. Pop the arms back on. I said get back on. Okay, I've been trying to get this arm back on, and I cannot. No matter what angle I go in, or no matter what I try to do, it just won't reattach. This is driving me mad. If you try and push it in this way, the peg pushes in, so basically you have nothing to push against. Ugh, arm blown off. Killed in action. I did it, I got it in. I had to actually take a file and hold the ball in place while pushing the arm in. Yeah, that was awkward. Anyways, got a bit of a backpack that attaches on just like so. And I assume that assists him in breathing in space. On to the next one. So on to the next one, and this is the Zeon Soldier number 5. So once again, this is that Zeon style normal suit. This time we've got a female soldier, and it looks like we've got a machine gun, a rifle, a bunch of bits and pieces, and a hook. Actually, looking on the back of the box here, I feel like they missed a massive opportunity to actually make the packaging look like that, so you could actually use it as a bit of a window instead of just this odd little bit of a top of a Z that looks like a 7. But anyway. So this right here is what the inner packaging looks like. Once you get it all out, there's the spread of absolutely everything that comes inside of it. But let's check out the little minifigure first. So jumping into the full 360 spin of the figure, and once again, I feel with this batch, the female has been given a little bit of extra attention. We don't have the rough paint around the helmet, and in general, it just looks a little bit better. But it is synced 100% without those odd little bits and pieces of odd quality control, but for the most part, this is almost perfect, and it looks great. So once again, we have a similar array of extras. The head can be removed. We do have an alternate one, which looks like this right here. I will mention that the one with the helmet, or should I say the head with the helmet, also has the sunglasses on inside of the helmet. To me, that doesn't seem like the best idea. If they pop off when you have the helmet on in space, well, they're going to be rattling around in there and just kind of getting in your way. Bad idea. So we have the exact same array of hands in here that we would have had before, and we've got 3 weapons. 2 are the same as before, which is the machine gun and the pistol, so the only thing that is different in here is a sniper rifle. We've got plenty of articulation with this figure to get some nice poses out of it that look natural and pretty cool like what you're seeing right here. Next up then in here we've got this little box. This can open up just like so, and dun dun dun! Get out of there, you. So yeah, in here we've got a whole bunch of rations, so you can pop them in there. Some water, more rations, more rations. They can all fit up inside that. And in case you're wondering what the rations are, well, we've got some stickers you can attach onto the packets. And what we've got is combat ration, water, and food packet. And you can close that up just like so. We've got a handy dandy handle up top for carrying it. So next up, we've got another harness in here. Hopefully it'll work out a little better this time. So one more time, trying to pop off the arms. Oh, feeling a little better this time. There's 1 and 2. Okay, that was a lot simpler. Pop in on the harness. It's a bit of a tight fit. There we go. Wish me luck in the arms here. Oh, that already felt weird. Okay, off camera, that wasn't that bad. All right, on with the backpack. There we go, ready to get airborne. And finally, we've got the most interesting thing in here, which is a hook, handle, and foot bit, which reminds me, and probably is, of what they come down from the inside of the Zakuzen. But the string right here is a little on the short side. I wish it was a little longer than that. So I will mention with this, you do have to tie this string on yourself, which isn't really that big of a deal. The way I did it is to make sure this is kind of wrapped, not just hanging in the middle. So that means you can actually slide but still kind of hold in place if you needed to. And my assumption is that this just gets held with a holding hand. You then pop the foot into this little bit, and then it can hang off stuff. Like this. Okay, genuinely, that might just be my favorite accessory that I've ever seen with any of these GMG little figures. That's a lot of fun. More of that, please. So on to the last one, and this right here is Char himself. So this is our first named character, but it will not be the last. We do have Rambo Ral on the way, and this is what we get in here. We even have that rock for him to stand on, just like in that rock standing kind of way that he does. Once you get Char out of the box, there he is with absolutely everything that he comes with. So now moving into the full 360 spin of Char himself, and for the most part, this looks really, really good. He's not hunchy like that all the time. I just put him on here the way he came out of the box. You can actually make him stand upright. This does look pretty good. We've got some shiny paint on his helmet. The rest of it is matte for the most part. And then we've got the metallic gold on all the detailing. Again, quite good. The only thing I would actually say about this that, well, kind of irks me a little bit is the red doesn't match everywhere. So on the lower arms and the lower legs, the shade of red is different to the rest of the body. This may not show up too much in the video, I'm not sure, but in person, it's very noticeable. So Char has the same weapons we would have seen before. That is this pistol right here, the assault rifle, and he's got that sniper rifle as well. But I will mention one thing. This particular figure right here does not come with the hands that tilt the weapon up and down, only the hands that tilt side to side and fall off. So that does mean you're not able to get the rifle up to his eye like we would have been able to do with the female pilot, because you're not able to bring this wrist down, so he can only kind of hold it in kind of relaxed positions. Char also comes with a beat stick just in case he comes across some Federation soldiers, or His own troops just aren't up to scratch. When it is not in use, it can be pulled out of the hand and then stored on the hip like this. Next up in here, Char's got himself a tray of time bombs. Said time bombs can be removed from the tray like so. Just like before, he does have an alternate head. Pop that off. Pop on the one without the style helm. Looking a little something like that right there. Actually, exactly like that right there. Next up, Char has himself a tiny little book. And a cup of human blood. Well, I'm not sure what else that could be. That's blood. Straight up blood there, Char. Next up in here, we've got a rock stand. So Char can stand up on that. But I will mention there's nothing to stick him on here, so you're only ever going to be trying to balance him on here, and it's not working out so well. Huh. There we go. Yeah, something like that. You have to balance him on it, but not much will it take to knock him off. Next up, we've got two parts of a ladder, which can attach together just like so. I guess if you got multiple of these, you'll have an even longer ladder. We've got some hooks up top, so we can hook this onto something. So yeah, you can hang this off of stuff like this. This is really cool. Then you can pose Char on it like this, and that's what he looks like hanging off of something else. You can stick him on a Christmas tree. He'll look like that. You can hang him off of anything. This is probably even better an accessory than that rope. These are cool. I really like these. Anyway, that is it for the review. These are nice. They're a whole lot of fun, and that to me is the bottom line. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to come back for more Gundam related reviews, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys for watching these videos. Without you, this channel would not be possible. And my special thanks to those helping out over on the channel memberships and over on Patreon. So that includes Craig Jerry, Caleb Engelhardt, Sean T. Van Fawn, Global Frequency Studios, Lauren Seahack, Joseph Kuklunk, Mr. Winter, Forsetti, Joe, and Orgy 59061.